Hey there YouTube, just wanted to show you this small container of chard that I've been growing. Now what's kind of interesting about this is I planted probably 4 seeds per starter cell. In some cases actually up to 6. I'll have to look back at my photos. What's crazy is eventually I planted 4 of those cells in this pot alone, each of those with 4 to 6 plants in it. And this is the result here almost 2 months later. I think this pot's only about 10 or 12 inches, something like that. It hasn't showed any signs of being root bound at all yet, and you can see clearly that these greens are absolutely beautiful and they haven't had any issues with the crowding. I think in total we've harvested from this group of plants here about 7 or 8 times already. I water them pretty much every 2 or 3 days and the weather has been in the low and mid 80s. I just keep this pot right here under the shade of this live oak here, and as you can see it's a pretty thin oak tree, so it does get some direct sunlight, but it's always dappled. It's never extreme full sun. These are essentially growing in a bunch of wood chips that have been broken down by millipedes, so it's kind of like an airy, soilless potting mix, whatever you want to call it. I've just been feeding these with a mixture of a little bit of urea, bloom boosting fertilizer, and then I also have some Jackpot micronutrient liquid fertilizer, and I just mix all of these into the watering can right before feeding. I usually do this about once a week, and it seems to be working beautifully. You can see, if I look down in here, you know, they're all crowded together, but they are handling it just fine. It seems that thinning with chard isn't really necessary unless you're trying to optimize exclusively for large leaves. Like if that's something you're going for, yeah, I would definitely split them up. But we get all kinds of great medium-sized leaves from this cluster of plants in this little 12-inch pot. Using this kale, this pot of chard, and then this pot of chard, we were able to make 3 small jars of really good pesto. And to be honest, chard can be a little bit bitter, so I was surprised that it tasted as good as it did. Because these greens have a tendency to be bitter, we swapped out the walnuts and instead put in cashews. And those have a much smoother, creamier, and even a little bit sweeter taste. And what's really cool too is we only had to put in a few sprigs of basil leaves, and the whole thing tasted very rich of basil. We go from freshly harvested, very minimal leaves, to fully bushy and ready to harvest again pretty much within 5 days. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below if you have any other questions. Have a great day and happy growing.